Are you ready? Let's go. Well, good morning, everybody. And
Good morning.
There's an empty chair there. He's around. He was. I could hear the Formula One being called out in the background. So I'm sure. There he is.
There's the man.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Come up here. Come here. Hey. Somebody's more concerned with. Come on, get up here. She's getting
getting attacked.
She's hanging up here, but she's not ready to jump in my lap. So anyway, we've had our time of chasing the tennis ball for a little bit this morning, and mom is in Africa right now.
Wow.
Yep, she's in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and then
holy mackerel.
Next week she's going to be in Kenya someplace, and then after that she's going to Beirut. So yep. Such is the life of being married to a missionary. So anyway.
Yeah, really. Holy cow.
Hey, I got something cool finally from the left coast. I've been waiting for parts for a while, and I have been missing a left head for my engine. And Rick, I got the parts. It just falls in there where it's supposed to be. And then I've got my resin printed head.
Yeah, they don't fit together really good. Yeah,
they just fit so good. So when the guys,
I got all my parts. I should.
So when the guys,
I should finish it all this weekend.
You should finish it this weekend.
Oh, good. We got a delay.
I think I'm going to start working on that.
I cut out the windshields. They look great.
Cool.
Yeah, the windshields came out great. Roger got them all cut out. I was going to sand the edges and, get them all clean, got them all cut out, and photo. I didn't send you the updated parts, though, Matt.
Aww.
And luckily, just a quick shout out. We're going to redo the tires. Michael from IndyCar had we got like some aftermarket tires because the Firestone 500s or whatever the hell they were.
Right.
No one had a scan on them. Mm-hmm. So Michael actually got the sizing and all that. They actually had a little bit taller tire, Matt.
Oh, really?
And so we'll have the tread. It's a little bit different tread pattern, taller tire. So he's sharing that with us, and that's pretty cool. I want to thank you very much.
Yeah,
Michael.
That's excellent.
And, always go to IndyCar. Love that site.
Yeah, I've got some decals I need to get from there badly.
IndyCar guys like me. Yeah, I've upgraded a lot of. Back then, you only had the die cast and the 125ths, but he's got a lot of. He'll do 120th. Does a great sheet for the Lotus, all the turbines. I think he's done almost every Indy 500 winner. So it's IndyCars. Is it .net as I recall? I'm not sure.
I'm not for sure. I'll have to look at it. Just find it with under IndyCars.
I just haven't saved them. Yeah,
yeah. I
good
definitely.
Stuff, and he, you know,
I've been wanting to order from him. He's got those Motorcraft decals for the. Yeah, I want to get those Motorcraft decals for the IMSA or the Trans Am Mustang. Been wanting to do that.
Yeah, he does really nice work, and so yeah. But want to thank him, and actually, Michael was the one that introduced us to Clive Chapman.
Oh, really?
Actually, we wouldn't even be doing the Lotus. Yeah, without Michael, we wouldn't even be doing it. He did the introduction to Clive, and he's actually good friends with him. He helped restored, I think it was number chassis 7, which was the 67, you know, car with the side tank on it, the Jimmy Clark.
Right.
Michael did all the graphics for it to restore it. So beautiful job, but I want a big shout out to him. Thank you, sir. And look forward to many more. He has a lot of cool stuff that he's worked on in IndyCars. I think he's got even one of the, you know, I'm not sure, 71 or 72 or 73 Eagle already drawn. So it should be cool. We'll see. See how it comes.
Yeah.
How's the Lotus coming? I got I was waiting for some parts, but I did cut out all the photo etch and glue that on. So a lot of cool photo etch, guys. There's meshes in front of those intakes. There's you're gonna wait till you see it, and wait till you see the double window with the got some really good ideas on locking down the window. We're gonna have rivets like the car, so you'll glue the inside one right along the line of the inside there, and then the outside one you'll line up your mirrors to line it up, and then you'll go around and you'll put 2 to 3 more rivets on each side, which will be supplied, and the front 2 gives you your hole pattern. Jim, you know, I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but they're there. So you just line those up with your windshield, and then you can put one in. I think you're going to need one in between that front hole and the mirror, and then one in the back. And that's how the car was. So we're going to supply. Basically, you're going to rivet that front windshield on. You're just not going to glue it. You're going to, the holes for the mirror has a thing coming off it to hold it down. The Jim has the 2 holes there in the front where the rivets go in, and we're spinning. And yeah, so it's going to be real cool how the window goes on. You're not going to be stuck on your own like all the other multimedia kits, you know. We just got to try and figure it out.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty simple.
Yeah.
You can see there's 2 about midway through the opening for the driver. You can see the holes on each side. Those are the ones for where the mirrors. I designed it so that because what they had was the mirrors were just on with some real flimsy little bent pieces of sheet metal. But I had to do something with pegs that would go through all of them to actually glue it into the monocoque. So that's those pinholes you see there. And then up front, just in front of the U-turn of that opening, just in front of the dash, you can see the holes there on the monocoque there. That's where you'll rivet the upper windscreen. There's actually 2 windscreens on this. There's an inner and an outer, and I guess the in between
the inside. You don't rivet the inside though, Jim. The inside one you don't rivet. You just glue it on right along that seam line there. Just use some canopy glue and probably do half at a time, Matt. That's what I would suggest. You know, get half of it on, then, you know, put some tape on it, hold it. Some of the Tamiya tape so you don't pull your paint off. And then, but yeah, remember, guys, I don't know if you built multimedia, but if you're thinking this is a, you know, I don't know what you guys done in your, you know, modeling time, but if you haven't built like a Model Factory Hero or even a Studio 27, you have to clean up every part. Just to let you know, you got to clean up every part. You got to drill out every hole.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's a job. It's the only way you can. It's not going to be as easy to build as our next gen kit. Let's put it that way. So if you're having a tough time on a next gen,
they're not even the same shape.
Yeah, you're not even going to want to think about doing this. It's not. Their multimedia kits aren't easy. They're for a different breed of cat. So, you know, unless you want to put that work in, this is, what do you think, Rick? 2, 3, 6 month project?
For me,
they're not
years.
I want to re-explain it. They're not hard. They're not hard. They're not hard. Mm-hmm. It's just you know, nothing melts. None of the materials melt. So everything has to be 5-minute epoxied, which I suggest, but super glue is good too. But 5-minute epoxy is what I always had the most success with, because 5-minute epoxy has different set levels. Where super glue just you know, sets off in a second. And someone's got their camera on too high.
Nope, they don't.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you have your camera too high there? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, they're not hard. Just follow the instructions, dude. The first time I did one, they look intimidating. They're not. It's just the cleanup, the prep work. It's, you be prepared to do a lot of cleanup, a lot of prep work. And then on that one that he showed with just the chassis, the sway bar, the springs, the shocks. I mean, you got to drill a lot of stuff out. And so that one doesn't have the sway bar and shocks on it yet. I didn't take a picture of that, but they're on now, and the shocks fit great. They got real springs. The interior, I was waiting, Jared, and I'll mock it up with the tires that we have, because it's not going to be enough time for Matt to recast the new tire that Michael's supplying. But we'll mock it up and pre-sell it. But just to let you know, you're going to get a little bit taller, better looking tire, which actually Lotus approved the tire that we have on it. But Michael caught it and goes, "Hey, I got a drawing." And he came in, and that's cool. Yeah, if we can all...
I'm good for those.
Do something a little better. We'll
do quick and make sure that they fit my rims. Yep.
Just like Rick Chupa in the you know.
Yep.
And so what did you say we're gonna do with those tires?
One thing.
Yeah.
Well, Jim's gonna print them and then send them to you, and then you're gonna make a mold on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't even made the final mold for the other tires, so we're
pre-sale car, the car that's up for pre-sale.
Yeah.
But you will, yeah. But you will get them. But we'll have them up for pre-sale, and we'll see how they go.
Excellent.
No, it's
tires are easy.
Alvin, it's actually it's our internet.
It's
That's why we're talking on top of each other. The internet,
yeah,
the internet is spinning.
Yep. Anyway. So that's what's been going on, and you know what?
But anyways, yeah.
Let me pull up also.
Should be up by this by Monday. I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday at the latest. We'll have it up.
Oh, cool.
For pre-sale, and I don't know what we can get out of the mold. 100, 150, something like that.
It depends. At least.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if they sell, the fun of it was a fun project. Again, me and Jim started this, to make a few dollars. We weren't looking to get rich making model cars.
Speak for yourself.
We wanted to do something that was fun and enjoy yourself. And no, you never get rich making model cars, unless you did like the full Hobby Lobby line. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. That isn't what we do. We do a little niche. We're a garage band, and we'll always be a garage band. But I'd love to see this multimedia work, because it would give us the ability to do a lot of cool things that are impossible in plastic. You could never spend $250,000. And in fact, with all that detail, probably be more.
Oh yes, it would.
$250,000 to make a 1965 float. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that's why you see there is no current Formula One cars. The only ones out there are resin casted, no motor, for $395. And well, everyone keeps asking the price. I'm trying to be we're trying to be a little less than Model Factory Hero, but Marco's got to add it up, and we'll have a price by the end of the weekend. But we're trying to be a little bit, cheaper, and it's because we're such a small little company. We don't have huge overhead, but it costs a lot to make this damn thing, and it's one of those things. If actually Jim designed, so if we had to pay someone to do this, it wouldn't be cost effective. All the multimedia companies are like the guy Model Factory Hero just passed away. It was a labor of love. Like he said, I only make cars I like. I don't. He didn't make one thing for people. It was just stuff he loved, and if you loved it, great. And
did well
same
too.
with Studio 27. Wolf models. Yeah, they all, and they're expensive, but it costs that much to make them. And it's one of those things you're not really doing it for the money. Let me tell you. You're doing it for wouldn't it be cool to, do some of the old IndyCars,
Well, it's like the guys that complain about.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
It's like the guys complain about the cost of our plastic kits compared to the ones they get for $15 at Ollie's, or get cheap someplace else, that are 20, 30-year-old kits. It costs X amount to make them. We pay licensing on stuff that a lot of the stuff you see either didn't or don't, and we've got cartograph decals that are expensive. So, and we're, like Rick said, we're not making a lot of money on this stuff, but we are putting out some really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, no. And we make such small runs. Let's face it, we're in a niche market. We're not making a 57 Chevy that you can put on the shelf from now to the end of time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I can't wait for this car. I do love multimedia kits. Some of them have been, I curse at them just like everybody else whenever I'm building them. Well, no, because you always make that one stupid mistake and then you got to fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll just drill this out now. And then you go, crap, I drilled that out too big, you know. But, you know, one great thing, epoxy will fill all holes. So
it will. And you know what? You can solder to this stuff, but you have to be so careful, because if you get too much heat into it like that, it's a puddle. So you got to be really careful with it.
I'll tell you,
you can go back and fix it.
If you struggle with this build, don't buy Model Factory Hero. I'll just tell you now. This build is it's pretty simplistic. I mean, for a high detailed multimedia kit, it is pretty simplistic, you know, compared to a Lotus 77, or I mean, I built those and stuff. If you can't get this one done, just stay away from it. But it'd be cool. It's honestly, you can't lose on the kit. If you buy it and you go, oh, it's too much for me, wait a year and sell it, and you can double your money. You can double your money every time on a multimedia kit, especially a high valued like a Jim Clark car. You know, they're going to go for stupid money.
Yeah,
in a couple of years, they'll go for stupid money.
Yeah, I've seen Model Factory Hero kits like going for $1,000 to $1,200, especially the large scale stuff.
Yeah,
they go for huge money.
Well, the 120 is for a nothing car will go up over $500 once it's out of production. You know. And that's just a mediocre, like a March or something. The March is still in production, but you know, then you got guys because they don't really wholesale, and they're hard to get. So you'll see them on eBay, kind of overpriced. But if you buy them directly from Japan, they're about $250. I think a little more maybe with shipping. We're trying to keep ours as low as we can, you know. We'll let them. I don't want to promise. I have a number in my head, but I got to make sure Marco adds it up so me and Jim don't lose money. But you know,
well, as it is, I've lost about 2 years. So,
but you know what? One of those things is we really love what we're doing, so it's not really. It's not like we don't sit there. Let's say it doesn't work. Me and Jim will still be happy with it because we'll get to enjoy it. And Matt, and
me too,
and you know, and Michael and his buddies and the handful of people. I'm really looking forward to it though, and because it could open the door for so many. Every year we could have a fun new multimedia kit. Something just totally cool. And Jim's already got one in his pocket, which I would love to see be made. I'm almost at that point where if this doesn't go, I might just finance it for myself, Matt, and make it. And so I can build it. But other than that, it's but we got some great NASCAR. Sorry, we're so far behind. This is the first time I've had a second. I know I snuck in on the meeting real quick. Jim's going to show them to you without windshields, and they both got great windshields. But I snuck in on this meeting, so we'll get things cooking. Next week's going to be very hectic for our family, and so that's going to be this month's kit. Now that we're into September, we are running behind for our club members that are on today. There's the Lotus.
I went over to grab this. Oh, somebody has finally decided. For about 30 seconds, guys, and then I'll show you the Lotus 64. But somebody decided she needs some attention and a tummy rub. So, but she'll jump down and growl and grumble and enough. Okay,
that's gross, dude. Don't let that dog lick your face.
She can lick my face, but she never licks my mouth. So here's the here's the 64. So this will be the next one.
Without the windshield.
Yeah, I haven't got the windshield for it. So anyway,
and you don't have the side plates for the wings.
Nope. So anyway, hey, this is
side plates for the wings.
This is
it's ready to go. It's in the pocket.
Yep.
Well, hopefully the next one, if this goes well. But we do have we'll be shipping those Chase Elliott's out, the Atlanta winner, the Marty Robbins, when everybody's closed through Monday. So we'll get those out following week. Apologize to our club members. It's been a real tough time for our family over here. And it put Marco behind as far as we were waiting for the boxes. So they got here and we'll get them out next week. And sorry about that, but our club members are just a bunch of great people, and they're very understanding, and they'll get it. And then you're going to end up getting your next kit within a couple of weeks. So they just kind of bounce. And then after that, kit will be a little bit late than what we always hope for, but then we'll get caught up in October. So October will be the catch-up month, but you're going to get the Spectra Oil 79 Buddy Baker.
Yep, this is going to be September, so this will be coming out in a few weeks. First time I actually had the artwork done so I can show you guys what the box looks like. So that's
and then the bourbon card goes with that, Jim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Kyle Busch bourbon card. My
the
favorite
bourbon
one.
card. I thought you said the turban card.
That's what we'll go with that one. And then the pillows are available. The Alex pillows, you can pick those up. And the Indy winner, the Indy champion, what a domination. I think this is the last race this weekend. And Milwaukee had a hell of a crowd, man. What a great race that was. And Rasmussen got some tires, and that was a fun race.
He's my new favorite.
I love tires. Well, he runs for Ed Carpenter. So like Ed Carpenter's the fan favorite at Indy. And so Renus VK drove that car before. But I'll tell you, I watched the kid at the beginning, and I thought, oh, this guy's just not going to be good. It was all over the place. And then all of a sudden you started seeing him in the hunt, right? And I go, you know what? Ed Carpenter is better at looking at talent than me. So he's a special talent, that kid. Go ahead.
I watched a video yesterday on the Cadillac Formula One team that they're working on, they're building, they're putting together. And I can't remember the guy who's basically leading on it, but his philosophy on looking for drivers is he's looking for drivers that will make the team better, that will improve the team, that will get the team to winning, rather than the guys who are posting on social media. And I'm sorry, you didn't see the movie F1 and you're not going to, but it was like he's looking for the Brad Pitt type of guy who wants to make the team successful, as opposed to the other driver who's busy trying to get the likes and clicks and shares and all that stuff. And it's like their number 2 pick was Colton Herta, but Colton Herta doesn't have the super license points to get in.
Yeah.
But Bottas was like the top one on their list because of his experience and how he's been as a team builder rather than trying to be the team lead. But that's going to be kind of cool to see what happens with that. And who knows? I wonder if maybe there could be something that we might be able to do because of our connections with GM.
Yeah, the word Herta is going to go. Yeah, we can do that car. Herta is going to go over and run Formula 2 is the rumor, so that he can run the car the following year. But I'll tell you, I was watching, and man, I forget who it was. Somebody, a great driver that ran Formula 1. He was saying Connor Zillage should be in the Cadillac. They should build the team. I mean, he couldn't get there right now with points, right? But they should build the team around him. That I guess, according to them, that he's probably the most talented young American driver out there. He's super young. Don't forget, Colton Herta is getting older. By the time he gets there and learns the tracks and and whatever, where Connor Zillage is so young that that would be great for Cadillac to go throw him in F2 for a year. Get him his super license. Get him to learn the tracks, because they run on a lot of the same tracks, right? And they run on most of the same tracks. And so he could get the track experience, but a lot of people are saying that kid is special no matter what he gets in. So he's not just a NASCAR, a cup driver. He's one of those talents that, like a Jeff Gordon. Jeff could have went anywhere. Jeff could have been Formula 1. Jeff could have been IndyCar. We all know it. I mean, Kyle Larson was one. The problem with like Larson going over to Indy at this age, it's too much to take on. He had a good year and then a so-so year.
Yeah.
And same with Fernando Alonso, great, one of the greats too, as well as Kyle Larson. But he had a good year when he didn't know a lot, but then when he had to start setting stuff up and, he didn't have the knowledge, and he ended up not qualifying the second year. So, I mean, you got to learn the discipline. I mean, and it's harder when you're older. And I see what Cadillac's doing. I don't agree with it, to be honest with you. I think you bring in one Valtteri or Sergio or either one or the other, and then you put some young kid next to him. But the kid that's being overlooked is he drove for Williams. I forget his name now. The American, he drove all the tracks already. He wrecked a lot, but dang it, I can't. You guys pop his name up. He drove for Williams last year, but he's an American driver, young. But I do like that Zillage idea. But I'm sure Trackhouse is trying to wrap him up forever. You know what I mean? Logan Sargent, thank you, Ken. Logan Sargent drove for Williams, and he had a lot of wrecks, but the kid is blazing fast. I would have went with Logan Sargent and one of those veterans, so to have the American brand with an American driver. And if Logan Sargent doesn't cut it, you can always replace him, with Herta or with whoever else you can get to do that. Most of the guys are too old, like a New Garden. He's too old to make that switch. Herta's borderline, to be honest, age-wise, to make that switch and relearn a discipline. That's why I say Connor Zillage is like the perfect age. That kid could literally pick any series he wanted today, and he's going to be a success. He can be a NASCAR driver, IndyCar driver, Formula 1 driver, you name it. That kid's got talent, except he's not good at standing on the window net. So maybe NASCAR isn't his calling. See that? Maybe he should be our Formula 1 driver. I'm excited about American Formula 1. I mean, I'm going to root. I don't care where they're at. You're at I understand they're not going to win next year, but I'll be rooting for them to get one spot, get a spot better, to see an improvement. And by the time that Chevy motor comes out, don't underestimate that.
Yeah.
When the Chevy engine comes out, that could be domination, but I really would love to see an American driver in there, and you got to go young, because the team is not going to be up to speed until probably the Chevrolet motor, becomes available, the Cadillac motor, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. Great year. We get to add Formula One to our watch list instead of.
I tell you,
actually, we got McLaren in there. They're one of our licensors, and they're
something I'm real excited and happy to find out. And we were talking about last week. IndyCar's coming back to Phoenix.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh, I seen that. I was going to call you, Matt.
We were just talking about that
yesterday.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
I'm coming over, Matt.
Right
I'm
on.
coming over. We're gonna go together. Okay?
Yes, we will. That's
one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, I am.
And I just see the story
excited.
I just seen the story of Mansell, Nigel Mansell's story, where he hit the wall there, and he was just saying how frightened he was of Indy cars after coming from Formula One. And it was kind of surprised me. But then when you think about it, no, it's concrete walls. He was really afraid of the ovals. And of course he thought, oh, I got this down. And then boom, he got bit immediately at Phoenix. And so I guess he lied about his health to get through Long Beach and a couple more to finally recover, And he ended up winning the championship. In fact, that weekend was Mario's last career win. The weekend that Nigel whacked the wall. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir. I remember that. That was the race I missed, though.
It's called racing, guys. Rick Salvino loves all forms of racing. I'm not I don't just watch NASCAR or whatever. My family, we were in every form of racing. NHRA, I love NHRA, I love Indy cars. I love Formula One. I love NASCAR. I even love the Busch Series whenever I catch it, or the trucks. They're great. The trucks are a great race sometimes, especially at Daytona.
Yep, I love racing. I love auto racing. Company. Motor racing. I love motor racing.
We're a race car.
Yep. Race cars.
We make race cars, guys. That's it. And if we had enough money, we'd make every form of racing there is. We'd be making dirt cars. We'd be making you name it. Because there's fans for all racers. That. I mean, I love. Yeah, there's fans for that. Hell, you could do Mario's. Mario drove the Hawk at Pikes Peak. The one.
You can take any of the NASCAR kits and make a Pikes Peak car.
But yeah, no, we just love racing. I like IMSA, like 24-hour of Le Mans,
Yeah.
I have one buddy, that's his thing, man. He goes over every year. He's there for the parade, for the thing through town. It's a hell of an event, man.
Yeah. I just got a squirrel. I just got a squirrel. Oh no. A next gen car converted into a Pikes Peak racer.
Oh, that would be very cool.
It's gotta happen. There it is. There's another squirrel for me. Shoot.
Yeah, it's a full-blown race car. I mean, a next-gen car could do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, a next-gen car could do anything.
With a splitter, with a splitter that sticks out the front about another foot, and
yeah,
user that sticks out the back about another foot or two, and
yeah,
massive wing on the back. Yeah, you're onto something there, dude. I like that.
That could be cool. That could be real cool. Don't be surprised. I'm sure you're going to see it. It'll happen at Pikes Peak because they race every kind of race car. You know, the Unzers, man, they would take old Indy cars and run them up there and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's too bad it's not dirt.
No, a lot of Indy cars went up that hill.
Yeah,
but no, we love it all. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
All forms of racing. I always have. You know, I mean, right now NASCAR and IndyCar. I mean, NHRA's always show has been consistent. It's never varied. It's a solid show. It's always been a solid show because it's so short and whatever. But you know, NASCAR and IndyCar really had some wobbles there with the feud and all, which but they're back. I mean, they're back 1,000%. Fox's big investment into IndyCar. That's huge. I love it. I want to see both. I want to see them all rise. I don't root against one or the other. I want to see great racing in America. And I just wish we lost Mr. I don't know his first name, but Mr. Lucas. And I hope that doesn't affect the sponsorship in a lot of these lower series, because Lucas Oil really has been a huge supporter of that. Don't they own Mav TV and you know, of grassroots racing and things like that? And you can't lose that, man. That's where people go on a Saturday, Sunday night. You know, Saturday night, a lot of Saturday night, man, all over this country. There's stands full of people watching, you know, all kinds of stuff. And by the way, I watched the 4-part series of Dell Earnhardt, which is basically about the Earnhardt family. And it's narrated by Dell, Kelly, and Richard Childress mainly. And boy, it was, I didn't watch it, but it was 1,000 times better than I thought it was. They did a great job. I mean, they were very honest about things, you know, and, you know, any great race car driver or anybody great in any kind of business, they got to be selfish a bit. You know what I mean? You're not going to succeed if you're not all in, you know, all the time, you know. But it's a great thing. If you get a chance, it's on, I think, Prime. Yeah,
might be.
It's on Prime. It was really great, and I loved when he was making his seat. They got a regular bench seat, right? Or it was a bucket seat, like a bench seat, right? Then he was cutting out the aluminum so he can lean up against it and bolting it on the side, you know. And Dell Jr. was doing the same, you know. But it was a great thing, and it was really cool how honest they were about it all. Had his mom was on there. I think it was his mom, and their grandma, and it had his ex-wife was on. I don't know if she spoke much, you know, but Dell's mom, Dell Jr.'s mom. Yeah, that Dell Jr. We were sitting there talking about it, me and Marco. You know, he's probably, I mean, you know me, I'm a petty guy, always have been, always will be. But when you really think about it, like merchandising and taking the sport to the next level, here's a guy that never won a championship, couple Daytonas, 20-some wins, and he took the sport to a whole nother level. And it was circumstances. His dad dying. Yep. I mean, he got thrust into a position, and you know what? He delivered. That's the difference. Think about it. The kid won 2 Daytona 500s. No, he didn't get a championship, but he delivered.
Well,
there's a lot of guys.
Other thing about him is his passion and love for the sport and the history of the sport. I think, with him taking it to creating his own media empire now that he's got, that's probably why he is so powerful and so important to the sport. And he's genuine, and he's a super fan.
Yeah,
that's what's so cool about it. He is a super fan.
Yeah, well, I seen Alvin there. I said he went back. Yeah, he went back to back. Bush championships. No, he's a great driver. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't get his dad's numbers or Richard Petty's numbers or or David Pearson numbers, but he got Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah,
and as far as fan base, I don't think any driver, including his father, including Richard Petty, has ever had more fans than Dale Jr.
True.
Dale Jr. picked up the Petty fans. Dale Jr. picked up the Earnhardt fans. He got all the old timers like us. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you.
Plus,
he picked up for fans. He picked up for fans the non-Earnhardt senior fans.
Yes, I
did not like Dale Earnhardt. I was not a Dale Earnhardt fan, but even back when he started racing, I liked Junior. I liked him when he was running Bush.
Yeah, no, he's just a great story. And you know what? He's an American icon. He's probably, when you think about it, the most popular race car driver in the world because of social media. Richard's still Richard. He's still with us. God bless him.
Man,
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Dale Emmons 89, Richard's 88. Richard in July is going to be 89. I mean, we cherish those guys, But Dale Earnhardt is now the new mouthpiece for all of American racing, really. And what the beautiful thing about Dale is he recognizes IndyCar and he brings in the IndyCar. Will Power interview was phenomenal. He doesn't just pigeonhole himself. He just NASCAR's the 500-pound gorilla. We all know it. We're not dumb, but he does pay homage to the John. He had John Force on. He had he pretty much covers all of racing in a sense. John Force, that's a living legend,
Like
one of the greatest.
He's a fan of racing, not just
me too. Me and Dale Jr. I don't know Dale Jr. at all, but I'm right with him. I love everything, man. I guarantee you, Dale Jr. watched Formula One qualifying this morning. I would bet on it. And same as me. Even though I know it's a foregone conclusion, the McLarens are going to be 1-2, you know what I mean? They need to do something about it, but I'm really looking forward to our Cadillac team. And I don't care if we're 21 and 22 on the grid. I'll be rooting them on. I'll stick with them, just like the Cleveland Brown fans stick with the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah.
Hey, if we get a top 10 or if we get some top 10s next year, I think that would be pretty cool, Yeah. And if we ever get a podium, that'd be, it might take a little time. It's going to be good. Yeah, Kenny Wallace does have a great show. I love Kenny Wallace.
Yeah, he's another one. I've been a Kenny Wallace fan for years.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys you can't not like,
Oh, I know. And his enthusiasm.
Yeah, he did a great, and he does cover everything too. he did a great Danica Patrick interview, you know.
Yeah.
And he's a lot of fun. Yeah, but it's really cool this year. We got you know, IndyCar back on track. I really think with the Fox deal, we got IndyCar back on track, and you know, it's really, I think, a really positive thing, and looking forward to, you know, adding these historic Indy cars. Hope that goes over. Fingers crossed. And
I got a good feeling.
And then, of course, the NHRA car, probably summer next time, late summer. I mean, it takes time, but I can't wait for that. That'll be a huge step for our company.
Yeah.
And then just looking for something, you know, different, new. You know, we'll see what NASCAR does. We're working on a Toyota here pretty soon. And with, I'll tell you, it didn't hurt that Eric Jones had that STP car.
Oh, yeah.
That was
that looked beautiful, too.
And they are signed for next year, Dollar Tree. So that means we could still do that car. So
that's cool. That was a beautiful looking car.
Yeah, Kenny had a great
somebody
interview
asked if Dodge comes back in to Cup, are we going to do one?
It depends on, you know, what team it is. We have the license to do the Dodge.
Yeah,
of course, we already own that license. The only thing is what team is it, and do we get licensing from them? You know, I mean, the answer is yes if the team says yes.
It's so what you're saying is it's a definite maybe.
It's a definite maybe. Isn't that Oasis song? Definite maybe. Yeah. Anyways, let's go over the kits real quick. We still haven't shipped the club exclusive Marty Robbins. We got the which is a great kit. The Chase Elliott will go out next week. The Atlanta winner. And who would have thought you get winners the year they win in? Pretty cool.
Yeah, really.
And hell, we shipped Alex Palou, what? May, June, July. Will we ship it at the end of July, Matt? The Alex Palou?
I think so, yes.
So, yeah. I mean,
yes.
May, June, July, you got the Indy 500 winner. That's amazing.
Yes.
And it's thanks to Jim and Marco and Chris and Patty and, you know, the whole gang and Chad and Mike and Clay. And I mean, you go down the whole list of guys. And yeah, Clay's kind of an unsung hero, but a very, very important part of our company. And Mike Herman.
Oh, absolutely. The details.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
details.
It's not just what they do, what the stuff you see. It's the stuff they do behind the scenes, especially Mike Herman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just amazing. The Larsons still have some of those if you want a white Indy car. You know, we're working on some other stuff with the Indy car. Can't talk about it right now because no one approved anything. So we're going to be submitting something that might be really cool for you IndyCar guys. And yeah, the Kyle Larsons are still in stock. We have a few of those. And of course, we got up on the, I don't know if it's up or going to be up by next week on the NASCAR site. We got several kits going to be up on that site available. Very excited about that. Hopefully that helps us out. And I guess we got, where are we at? We're at Darlington. So we got a hell of a weekend. We got Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington.
Nashville. There you go, and Marty Robbins Club. You got to be in the club to get that.
You got to,
and then we have an extra club.
Those of you guys who may have been on the fence about joining the club, one of the cool things is a few times a year, we have club exclusives. You can only get them if you're in the club, or you can bribe one of your buddies that's in the club to order one for you. But they are, that's it.
Yeah, your buddy's in the club. Yeah. If your buddy's in the club, he can get you that stuff.
Yeah.
And also you get big discounts on all the kits. So it's basically,
yeah.
think of this, they're committing to 12 kits over a year, right? So they deserve a discount, you know? I mean, you might have guys that just buy on our website and buy more than that, but they just don't know about the club or don't want to be bothered. I don't.
Yeah. Or I've talked to a couple that they have so
they want to pick and
many, or they
choose.
just don't have the time.
You do not get to pick your kit.
Correct. Yeah.
But the club's
you
doing
can get
great.
in on get in on a really good deal.
Favorite things, and
but you can definitely get in on a really good deal. That if you know, there's a special club members only place to order that you not only get your discount, but if you do it in time to add on into your into what's coming, you get the basically shipping for free, because you guys are going to cover the shipping. You're sending a kit already. You have these add-ons that you can get. So
yeah. I mean, the IndyCar program is pretty cool. I don't know if Marco, he was going to try and do it for Labor Day weekend here, but I don't know with everything going on if it's going to happen. But we'll have a Black Friday sale, of course. We do that every year. And then we have a Daytona sale. So, you know, if you're looking at some back kits, but we usually do one, you know, for a couple of days, you know, through Monday. But I don't know that it's going to happen this year. But whatever, we'll be back on track. But I don't know, anything else, Jim, you want to cover?
Oh, nothing.
I'm looking forward to
I could cover some stuff, but there's what is the term? It's not moratorium. It's embargoed. Any talk of the funny car has been embargoed by the guy in the middle here. But we will talk about that in probably a couple months, because right now we've got a Lotus to talk about, and eventually we'll start talking about the funny car. You're not going to see it.
The funny car will not. It won't be out till summer, guys.
Yeah,
at
it's
best.
not till next year. So
there's no reason sitting there, you know, banging a dead horse. Where the Lotus,
I'm not going to bang a horse at all, live or dead.
Yeah, but no, I mean, the Lotus is done. It's literally 4 weeks away from shipping, 4 or 5 weeks away at the most. We got to figure out how many of them you guys want so we can make that many. And then Clay's already got the decals going. Remember, you can make 4 different cars with what comes in the box. Clay is drawing the decals for the 82 Jim Clark winner, the 83 Bobby Jones car, which was his teammate, green car, and then the 66 STP Jim Clark car, number 19, and Al Sr. in his second year. It's hard to believe Al Sr. is a kid, right? But Al Sr. is a young boy in the number 18. And of course, you will get the white walls. Clay will provide the white walls for the Jim Clark. In the inside of the car, they put white walls so they could tell the difference on the car. And you'll get all of that. But anyways, yeah. But we'll see you guys next week. And appreciate y'all. And don't forget, I think there's drivers still in the store. Marco will get the upgrades suspension kit in for the next gen car and for the IndyCar. It's basically the upgrade is what you can 3D print those parts, but you cannot press those parts in a mold. The mold has to release, where a 3D printer doesn't know what an undercut is. So that's why it's kind of cool that you can 3D print these shocks. And you know, we could include them in the kit, but then the kit would be $150 instead of $80. You know, So this way, and they're hidden So most of us just build the car and put the parts on it. You know what I mean? And it sits. So there's no reason to put those little gadgets on, But once in a while you want them. So they're available if you want them. And they should all be on there. I mean, I'm a once or twice a year guy that will add a little extra. Usually I build box stock and put all my work in the paint job, But I'm looking forward. Polo, Jim's got me busy with his 38. As soon as I get done with that, I'm going to probably start on I got another project of Jim's here sitting with a bunch of printed parts I got to do. And then after that, I'll get my Polo done,
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll use Jim's parts and make my Polo. There you go. It's a little hint. But they're not approved, so it could fall flat on his face. The whole idea could fall flat on its face because it's not approved.
Right.
Just have to see
it's something
folks at Indy would like
to know with this Lotus. Yeah, I'm gonna put it together and then we're gonna pitch them on it, and see if it works.
Yep.
But who knows? We're always trying. But thanks, guys. Appreciate everyone for coming on. Enjoy the racing. What a great weekend. It's funny, Labor Day, and most people are working nowadays.
I know.
It used to be nobody worked. When we were kids, the streets were empty. Now I don't think I know a store that's closing.
No, just government and banks and schools.
But
yep.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah. But anyways, enjoy your holiday weekend, guys, and big time racing, the end of IndyCar for the year. But NASCAR will keep us going for a while. We're just starting the playoffs, so it's going to be exciting every week, trying to figure out who's in, who's going home, and there's going to be one happy guy at the end of the year,
and everybody else is going to be pissed.
And 39.
And the
39 pissed off guys and one happy guy.
Yep.
All right, kids.
All right, guys. See you later.
And clubbies, we will see you Tuesday night. So that's it. And now to get out of here with the thundering hoofbeats of my fuzzy little friend that just woke up from her nap.